Dog gives birth to huge litter before the owner notices a concerning detail. When a Norfolk Dalmatian gave birth to a huge litter of pups, her owner, Bridget, noticed there was something off about one of the newborns. The whole situation seemed to mirror the premise of Disney's 101 Dalmatians, based on Dodie Smith's children's novel. While that turn of events may seem far-fetched, 2020 proved anything is possible, and Bridget was forced to make a life-or-death decision. Quick. Bridget Heffernan, a Norfolk resident and 40-year-old mom of 3, patiently waited for her pregnant Dalmatian, Lucy, to give birth to a healthy litter of puppies in August 2020. She anticipated having to help Lucy and the newborns if necessary. So Bridget stayed by Lucy's side during her 15-hour labor, watching as she birthed each of the pups like a champ. But it wasn't before long that Bridget noticed something was off with one of the babies. The minute he was delivered, I spotted straight away that something wasn't quite right, and you could tell he was really small, Bridget said. Trouble was brewing. He was the runt of the litter, and he wasn't breathing correctly, which terrified Bridget. Not only could he not breathe, but the weakly pooch was also severely underweight. He was only 200 grams, 0.44 pounds, at birth, whereas his brothers and sisters were around 500 grams, 1.1 pounds, she continued. After monitoring the pup's habits and appearance for 3 days, Bridget was concerned when he didn't gain even an ounce of weight. The mom, Lucy, was busy with the other pups, so I broke the bag and brought him round until he got breathing, but he struggled to latch on to feed. It was touch and go at first, and I was extremely worried, Bridget explained. It was time to step in. On day 3, Bridget made it her mission to nurse the spotted runt back to health. Using a formula bottle to feed the little guy every 2 hours, day and night, Bridget wasn't going to let the claws of death grip onto this pup. And as Bridget was reviving the helpless runt of the litter, she realized something was oddly familiar about the situation. He nearly died at birth but came back to life, similar to Lucky in 101 Dalmatians. That's right, in 101 Dalmatians, the mama Dalmatians, Perdita, gave birth to a litter of 15, and Lucky was the unfortunate runt. Though it's fairly common for litters to have runts, there was one specific aspect that made the situation even more coincidental. Thanks to the valiant efforts of Roger Radcliffe, Lucky escaped death by the skin of his teeth, just how Bridget revived Lucy's runt. Without Bridget's attentiveness and patience, the frail hound wouldn't have made it. He was bottle-fed until he was 3 weeks old before we weaned him onto food, and once he got that, the rest was up to him, and he managed to get back on his feet, she said. The runt made a miraculous recovery. But the story of this litter wasn't over. It's a real-life fairy tale. He wasn't good at all, and if we hadn't been about, he would have died. And I'm extremely proud of how far he's come, the shift leader said. And of course, Bridget cared for the rest of the pups as well, literally waking up at 4:30 a.m. every day to do so. That's what we call a round-the-clock dedication, especially considering how much these pooches ate. While living with Bridget, those hungry little mongrels went through 12 bags of supplementary food. Lucy had a scan at around 28 days, which showed 9 puppies, but then she went on to have 12, she stated. It was bigger than her last litter of 9, and it's amazing how much extra work the extra 3 added, she continued. Though she was sad to see the spotty angels go, Bridget knew she couldn't keep the entire litter, especially because she already owned several Dalmatians. Aside from the uber-tired mama, Lucy, there was Dad, Kobe, the grandma, Riley, and an elder sister from a preceding litter, Lyra. Bridget was not able to own 16 sporting dogs, so she assured that they all went to loving, responsible owners, even the sweet runt. As Bridget watched each puppy go to its new owner, she felt a joy that could only be described as gratifying. It's very rewarding seeing all the little puppies grow up from birth and finding their forever homes. They started to leave last Friday, and now there's only 2 left, Bridget said. I'm used to spending 3 hours every morning sorting the puppies out because it's completely manic, but now it's a lot calmer. I don't know if I like calm," she explained. Bridget will likely remember the rewarding experience forever, especially her precious Lucky. Happy, no heartless heiress tried to make a coat out of her puppy, but perhaps Bridget's biggest success was guiding another dog couple with her quick thinking. Please share this story with your friends and family.